So much for an early start, fellas, on the brew day. I am late. It's about 12 o'clock. Look at the friggin' state of her, boys. My makeshift, whatchamacallit, my fix is looking a little bit unsavoury. Grains are out already. Got some Maris Otter. Beneath everything in there, there's some Munich malt, Crystal 30, Crystal 10, and some wheat malt. So I'll run through everything when I've got the hops weighed out. So the hops, the hoppage wise, we are having Columbus. $25 grams. We've got a 30-minute edition of Columbus, 25 grams. Some more Columbus down here somewhere. 20 grams for 5 minutes. So we put 20 grams in there. Oopsie, there's that big lump that just fell out. I'm going to zero that because we've also got some Cascade going into the 5-minute edition. So while we've got it weighed out on the weighing block, 20 grams of Cascade. Oh my Jesus, wet. $20 grams there. We've got a 20-minute edition of Cascade, 20 grams. Careful. So this one's just a 20-minute. Oh, that's it, fellas. Hops are weighed out. 30-minute edition of Columbus, 25 grams. Then we've got a 20-minute edition of Cascade, 20 grams. 5-minute edition of 20 grams of Cascade, 20 grams of Columbus. Right, so what I need to do is get the water in. Oh, you bastard, that's hot. Oh, you bastard. You son of a bitch. I'm getting water everywhere. Come to Papa. And this is where it's going to absolutely leak like a bastard. This pump. It's going to leak. It's going to leak. It's going to leak. I just know it. I seem to have more lengths in my hose today for some reason. Who friggin' knows? Who friggin' knows? They're a law unto themselves, these hoses. Alright, I'm going to get a bucket under that because that frigger's going to absolutely pissle out. Open that up. I'm going to leave 22 litres in the HLT. Let's get mashed in, boys. Let's get mashed in. Yep. That'll do it every time. That'll friggin' do it every friggin' time. Oh my god. So apart from the pump blowing away from its housing, everything's going swimmingly. So I had to quickly shut everything down, get it screwed back up. One of the screws is absolutely buggered. So I've oh Jesus. I wrapped it up in PTFE tape, put it back in, and it seems to be holding for the time being. But the pumps are something that I really need to get addressed. And I just keep putting it off, because other things need more attention money-wise. And but I just can't have this. It's starting to screw up the days. I'm having to just sort of nurse them through a brew day, and I can't be doing with it anymore. So I've got to look into getting some new pumps. But with all the hassle of the pumps and whatnot, and the water for the mash strike water sort of half going in before it blew off, I just had to get it in quick and get it sorted out. So we're in. We're about 15 minutes into the mash. There is a touch more water in there than I wanted, although it is quite warm today. I tend to find that the thicker mashes hold a better temperature, but at the minute we seem to be holding fine. So once we've done with the mash, then we can get into the boil pot. I've changed my mind, fellas. I've changed my mind on the Zest. Now, when I put the video up saying that I was going to do a brew day, I'm going to use the Zest grapefruits. The response on that in the comments was really good. A lot of people throwing in some good points, throwing in ideas of where they would put it, where they have put it before, or where they put zest of lemons and oranges into beers. So instead of it being a 10-minute edition, I'm going to chuck it in raw into the steep. So I'm going to steep it. So that's what's changed with that. And also I've run out of time to dry it out in the oven. So the mash is done. Now I'm down to one pump because this one is absolutely shagged. Look at that. The screw is not even attempting to hold. So what I'm going to have to do is kill pump 2, and I'm going to have to use pump 2 to pump the wort out the bottom into the boil pot, and then just gravity feed the sparge water. So I want to recirculate that for a short while. Right, so now we're recirculating. Recirculate that till it's nice and clear. Just going to hook that up to that. I think we'll use that. Just run that in there like that for the sparge. Well, that's running nice and clear. So let's attempt to get it into the boil pot the normal way and see if the pump can handle it. Get her in. We're all set up here anyway. We're all set up with the filter and everything. 36 litres in the HLT, and we want sparge with 20. That's running nice. I'm happy with that so far. Nice and clear. There's no grain coming through it. Right, fellas, we're all in. We're all in, ready for a lid and ready for the off with the boil. Probes in. Get her wired up to the. Get her wired up. Breaking right. And let's friggin' get her up. Now I'm gonna keep this set at about 98 degrees and it'll just pulse a boil, and then I won't get a boil over like I did the last brew. Let's get this chimney set up. The old chimney, make sure there's no spitters in it. And that's it, boys. That is the chimney effect. Right, so I just started to boil, fellas. Just started to boil. What I do now is I set the controller to 98 degrees, and then it pulses a boil. When I was setting it at 100 for the boil, it was just too vigorous, and I'd get boil overs and whatnot. So I'm setting it at 98 like I did last time, and it just pulses a nice boil, which is what we want. First hop drop, fellas. Halfway through the boil, it's time for 25 grams of Columbus for a 30-minute hop addition. So let's get rid of that over there. Like about. The old lid off. And then with the hoppage. That's as easy as that. Are you all steamed up? See, 20-minute addition going in. This is Columbus, 20 grams, and roll of the flocker, Tablato. let's get them dashed in. Wow. Oh, friggin' hell. And I'm gonna get, oh, you bastard. I'll get this in. I've got the lid off, methinks. Oh, you bastard. Oh, you bastard. Every time. Does it every friggin' time. Oh, you bastard. Boop. Boop. 20 grams of Cascade, guys. Going in for the 5 minutes. Oh. There we go, fellas. There we go. And this will be the last hop edition. What we'll do is, and this is in, and the 5 minutes is up. Boom. And then we shall turn off the power and chuck in 125 grams of the citrus zest, the grapefruit zest, into the steep. I'll hook the pump up and the pipes. I'll recirculate. Alright, fellas, let's kill the heat. Kill the friggin' heat. Wunderbar. So the boil's done. Everything is in hop wise. I just need to get this grapefruit zest in. And here we go. Here we go, fellas. This is what it's all about. This is what today's all about. Yeah. Let's get it in. My God, that's hard. Oh my God, that's hard. Boop. Ah, citrus blast. That is one grapefruity blast. Holy shit, man. Jesus Christ, man. So we're going to hook up the pipes now and get recirculating. Right, so as usual, everything's in here, been sanitised, the bucket and the blow-off tube and everything. But we've also had the pipage sanitising in here. Yeah, the old pipage for recirculation. I just want to try and get them in without touching anything. Not touching anything. And the pump's been sanitised as well. That on there. That in there. That on there. That's it. Turn on the pump. That smells absolutely fantastic. Oh, come on, you bastard! Now we're goosing out. About friggin' time. Right, before I forget, I'm going to drag a sample into this sanitised little glass. 26, so we're almost ready. Almost ready. Oh man, that smells zesty. Should we do a reading now while we're waiting? Yeah, why not? Why not? Boop. Oh, let's take a reading, fellas. Let's take a reading. $10.40, $10.45, $10.45, $10.45, $10.45. Oh, we're a point off, fellas. We're a point off. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. So we've had a few hiccups along the way today. 10:45. Right. 24 degrees, fellas. That's good enough for me. So let's get the. What am I doing? What am I doing? Careful. Oh, 21 litres, boys. That's what we're wanting. That's what we're wanting, 21 litres. Chuck a load on the top, you know what I mean? So that's it, fellas. That's the start of yet another playlist, another grain to glass playlist. Another IPA, which is good. I'm into my IPAs at the minute, so it's always good to have a few on tap. So let's do what we didn't do at the start, because we completely forgot all about it. Let's run through the recipe of the beer we've just brewed. Calling it the unnamed IPA because they didn't have a name for it. Freaking rights to that. So the grain bill is as follows. Marisota, 74.1% of the grain bill is Marisota. 12.3% is Munich malt, and then we've got 4.6% of wheat malt, and then we've got 2 crystal malts in it. We've got Crystal 30, 4.1%, and Crystal 10, 4.9%. So I think that's going to turn out quite nice. The hops that went in were 25 grams of Columbus at 30 minutes, and then we had 20 grams of Cascade at 20 minutes, and then we had 2 additions at 5 minutes towards the end of the boil, which were 20 grams of Cascade, 20 grams of Columbus. We're going to be dry hopping her when she's done fermenting. We're going to be dry hopping her straight into primary with 30 grams of Cascade and 30 grams of Columbus, and we're steeped with 125 grams of fresh grapefruit zest, and it smells fantastic in here now. And that's it, fellas. That is it. So the next time I update you on this will probably be when it's done fermenting and we're dry hopping it. So stick around. I'm going to get cleaned up now, and that's it. So don't forget to thumb us the video because it's all around. Don't forget to subscribe. There's a little red button down here. So subscribe, click it, you want me to come to the next. Share the video, get it out there for all to see. And until next time, I'm out of here.